live, and then it says you're live, and then it says an error occurred.
You're dead now.
I kind of want to make sure that the stream is actually... Oh, okay, I think it's that the stream preview didn't load. There we go. Right. Yeah, and once again we have that weird thing of it says it's like 7 minutes in out of 1 hour and 6 minutes, and it's like, well, I don't know where you're getting that from, because that's not how this is going to go down, even though this will in theory be a shorter episode than normal. So yes, right, hello everybody, and welcome to the beginning of the finale of the Game of Bards, Friends of Muzema. As usual, I have forgotten to turn the splash off. That's not usual, actually. I normally start without it on. So here, look, it's us. So as usual, I am joined by my co-host Beth and friends of the show, Citro, Matt, Maxi, Richard, and of course you see Parabot the robot there, ready to play music and do tech things. And of course my name is Alexa, Wikipedia Mariko Aoki phenomenon. So that should be fun. She can tell you all about how Japanese people need a shit in bookshops. Yes, yes, we return to the Game of Bards, and once again, I'm terrible for this. I have listened to the previous episode, but I have not got far enough to listen to the bit where we end it. I think we ended with, I say everyone, but mostly Dujon and Solitude convincing Culver that she should just allow them to come help fight Sathram because she literally cannot stop them.
Yes, that was the thing.
And that you were all allowed to have a short rest. Which I said 15 minutes. I believe a short rest is actually an hour, but we're going to say that it's 15 minutes because that diegetically sounds more reasonable than, oh yeah, we're just going to wait a fucking hour. You know? It's like, no. That's, let me look it up. Isn't the Dungeon Master's Guide?
I feel like as the Dungeon Master, you can make it however you want.
I mean, yeah, this is the thing. I'm going to make that short rest 15 minutes and have you gain the benefits of a short rest, but, there is actually like a canonical length that a short rest is supposed to be. And I feel like everybody thought it was 15 minutes, and actually it's an hour.
Yeah.
Also, we leveled up, didn't we?
Yes,
we did.
Yes, you did. You are allowed, despite not getting a long rest, you are allowed to take the benefits of leveling up. I guess, I trust you all to be honest. I was going to say that you should have some sort of like HP offset, but nah, just heal to full hit points because you will die otherwise, and then this will be a shit show. If I type in short rest here, what do we get? This does not matter at all, by the way. Like, yeah, it says at least 1 hour long. So do with that what you will, and by do with that what you will, I mean completely ignore it, because 15 minutes makes way more sense. So, right, yes. So, I believe that you were supposed to be preparing to go, which means you take your short rest. So, I guess the way that we'll say this works is any new ability that you acquire from leveling up, you just have. But any ability that would have uses increased by leveling up, you only get that many added. So for instance, if you had like a 3-use ability and you used one of them and then it went up to a 4-use ability, you would have 3 of them. Right? Does that make sense?
It doesn't reset, you just get more.
You just get more, yes. You get the one added on. I don't actually know if the jump from 7 to 8 applies regarding that to literally any of you, but...
Right. I have something that... I've gained something that is very flavorful, and I can't wait to do it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. No, like, it's so flavorful. And I believe Maxi's gonna freak out when I get to recreate a scene from Warcraft.
Oh, I see. This is going to be another one of your Warcraft references that I won't understand.
You'll still like it. It's still a good scene regardless. Don't worry.
I had strong opinions as a teenager about MMOs, and
this is about Warcraft 3 actually, so it's even.
Oh well, that's
even older reference.
That's different. I feel like at the time I just straight up did not know that game existed.
Yeah, even older reference.
When the first time I ever played World of Warcraft, it was at my cousin's house. He's like, try it out, you'll have a lot of fun. And I was like, oh, okay. And I played it and I did have fun. But then another player wanted to start hanging out with me and talking to me. And I was like, no.
Yeah, I have a lot of opinions about MMOs that potentially could be some sort of like bonus House of Bards, but like they're not really relevant here. And given that we don't have an intro vignette, we should probably just go. We should just start.
We should just go, yeah.
So you get your rest, you get your level up. I hope that everybody has done their level up.
Yes.
Matt has done his level up.
I've done it.
Beth has done her level up. Like, that's great, actually, because...
I did it last week.
Okay. Richard, have you done yours?
I've done my level up, yeah.
Fantastic. Maxie, what about yours?
It's done.
Nice. We are ready to go. Did I ask Citro? I think Citro said.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Well,
no, you Citro said so.
Yeah, fair enough. So, the other things that you may need to do would be to potentially visit Bone Hunter. But beyond that, I think... do you know what I love? Because here's the thing. I try not to have like stuff that I need to type when we go live with these, because obviously like I can't really move my mic somewhere where it will not pick up like the typing on the computer. And every single time, regardless of how prepared I am, there is something that I have forgotten and that I will need to type at least one key for. It is kind of frustrating. But there we go. So that's there. So yes, what to do next?
Talk to Bone Hunter.
Yeah, Bone Hunter.
Okay then. So you travel to Bone Hunter's office. You find that the door is actually open and that Bone Hunter is seemingly like just walking around preparing things, sticking stuff into a big bag. He turns around and goes, "All right. What can I do for you?"
Bone Hunter? May I please have some explosives?
Says,
Do you?
You know, like little bombs I can throw.
I don't
You know, like how I have the darts and stuff like that.
Right.
You know?
Look, Dujon, I know what explosives are. I just don't know. Give me a minute.
Okay.
And he goes and like rummages around in his various boxes. Did anybody take the explosive apparatus? Because I feel like that's been offered before. He says, what for?
Killing people.
Large, either to distract or to cause a loud noise, or, you know, if it lands in someone's face, I'll settle for maiming. Why not?
Oh, right, yeah. Sure. And let me drag it onto... actually, let me drag it into... Oh, fuck. I have always always got the wrong channel open for this, but let me drag it into resources, and then I'll drag it onto the stream as well. He says, "How about that?" I guess actually we'd probably best look up the Alchemist's Fire in the player's handbook so that we know what's going on. It'll be under gear, I think. Alchemist's Fire. Where the hell? Oh, it's one of these weird ones where it like goes over the what? Page 150. Page 151. What does it like seriously? This PDF is actually quite bad. Oh, here we go. This sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. As an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating, and then there's like 3 tables, and then it carries on. The Alchemist's Fire is an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. This would be 1d6 fire damage. A creature can end this damage by using its action to make a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flames. In this case, yes, it would be DC 14. So, how do you feel about that?
That's good. How many of them do you have, Bonnie boy?
He says 2.
I'll take them.
I'll take the lot.
I'll take the lot.
Dujon just becomes content aware scaled. He says, "Alright. Anyone else need anything?"
Have you got any like crossbow bolts that do anything special?
Nah, sorry, mate. It's
That's fine.
not really my area of expertise. Actually, though, he says,
Have you got a spell scrolls?
Spell scrolls?
Yeah,
Not really.
that's okay.
But I do have some stuff pertaining to spells, if you want to have a look.
Sure, why not? Ooh. Cassidy looks like super excited. Like he's like almost as if the culmination of a long grudge is almost in reach.
That won't work because you can't take a long rest. This maybe, but this was overpowered the last time we used it.
Was that in or out of character?
That was out of character. I mean, it was you. You had it last campaign, and it was overpowered then, just a bit, just a wee smidge.
Spellbinder.
Yeah, it was the fucking Spellbinder. I think he's not going to hand out the Spellbinder. I thought about it, because I thought about, like, oh, you know, it's a really, like, there's this wand as well, which is actually almost useless for, because how many spell slots do you have, Cassidy?
A couple.
He says, alright, do you want to have a try with this?
Sure thing, why not?
And he hands you this, the Sorcerer's Wand. He says, it's a pretty simple thing, but gives you a bit more firepower.
What does it do?
Sorcerer's Wand, magic item, arcane focus. Your charisma bonus is considered to be 1 greater for the purpose of spells cast using the Sorcerer's Wand as an arcane focus. So that would increase both your spell attack bonus and your spell save DC by 1.
That's helpful.
Because you are a charisma-based caster, aren't you?
I am, yes.
He says, anybody else? Actually, here's a question. Any of you any good with a longsword?
Yes.
Do Do you wanna come look in the back?
Sure. Let's see if this is better than his current longsword.
He shows you a like a, I guess you'd call it an umbrella stand with
Okay.
5 swords in it.
Huh.
I have put them up on stream now. I guess put sort of War and Peace down there, and then just put them in the chat there so that you can have a look at them. And so the
shit!
audience can have a look at them as well.
All
He
right.
says, these are I can't let you have more than one, but
That's fun.
if you want to borrow one just for this particular circumstance.
Huh. Huh.
I'm going to say that they all look like that as well. So, like, the Sword of Feast and Famine has like a grass hilt, and the Sword of Fire and Ice is like some sort of weird like Iron Man thing where you like put it over your arm, and it has like a chopping action.
Ooh, actually. Huh. Okay. I'll go with Sword of War and Peace.
The Sword of War and Peace. Magic weapon +2 longsword. Whenever you roll a critical hit with the Sword of War and Peace, you may make another melee attack with the Sword of War and Peace. If the target of either attack has multi-attack, it loses one of its attacks on its next turn. Yeah? There you go. Take the Sword of War and Peace.
In peace, and why is this his sword? Why is...
I don't think Bone Hunter says anything in response to that. He's just ignoring Dujon now.
Oh.
Oh shit! Oh man! Oh, the feat works the way I think it does. This is gonna be wrong.
Right. He says, anything for anyone else.
You got something special you can save him for a real extra special occasion there, Boney? Because I gotta tell you, this is real end of the world shit.
I mean, there is one thing. But it's a bit of a strain. I've got to be real. It's there's a degree of bookkeeping that's got to be done.
I'm listening.
And he shows you the Tainted Sigil, which I am putting up on the stream right now, and which I will stick in resources here. He says these are hard to come by, so
Oh damn! I owe you big time for this one, Bone Hunter.
yeah, you do, because if you make the use of it, it's not going to be around anymore. So anyway,
Well, fingers crossed.
let's get ready to go to fight. And he's probably going to collect his stuff together and just ship on out of his rooms.
Alrighty. So, everyone ready?
No, but what can you do?
Well, Go
I have a
save him.
real. Sorry, I have a real serious concern. I need to voice it before I forget to again. I
What's that?
used my Planeswalker ability on the scientist. We have not long rested.
That's true. You haven't.
That is our main shutdown for Sathram. I'm extremely concerned.
I mean, we don't have time to wait.
Are you going to voice that concern in character?
Before we go, I can't stop Sathram this time. We gotta pin him down before he does the timeline, they say.
Yeah, we haven't got time to wait for it to recharge, so
I just need
Yeah,
y'all to know
let's
that before you. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Don't worry about it. Look, if we fail, it probably won't be your fault anyway. If anything, it's going to be my fault. Let's go!
Cassidy will planeswalk.
Okay. You planeswalk to an outcropping of rock just beyond Turri Island. In fact, let me find the Turri Island card. We can stick it up on the screen like we did with the Xerx's one. There's a the sea is comparatively calm actually for like what Turri Island is normally like, but I mean, you know, that's a comparative measure. It's still pretty rough, and there are weird drake-like birds that are, you know, swooping around in the sky. So if I just save this as Turri Island, I can like stick it up on the stream. Let's go to pictures. T. Turri Island. And if we keep it as a card, then we have the artist credit as well. There we go. I think Culver, Bone Hunter, and Miyamari Zazrus appear shortly afterwards on the outcropping of rock that you're on. Miyamari, you've only met a couple of times. He's this tall, like white-haired elf. He, generally speaking, seems to ferment like these weird collections of elves or other sneaky woodsy peoples on planes that he goes to. But on Ear, he doesn't appear to have anything, so it's just him and his bow. He just sort of nods to you. I think the two of you probably don't know each other that well.
No, not at all.
What about the rest of you?
Just following Cassidy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have arrived on the rock.
All right, let's see if we can get in.
I think that Culver removes something from her like pocket. She has to have like a whole load of like folds in her cloak that are actually pockets. That's kind of how she dresses.
Yeah, she's got like all the pouches.
Yeah, and she just chucks this little box into the water, and as you watch, an entire ass boat just sort of folds out of it. I think in the distance you can actually see like a smaller boat with 3 figures in it, just almost at the shore of the castle.
Get going.
And she says, "There's no time to lose. Come on then." Bone Hunter and Zazarus enter the boat and gesture for all of you to follow. In fact, actually, they're stopped, and Culver gestures for Palomino to get in the middle of the boat so it doesn't tip over. and then for like the rest of you to come in along the sides. There are oars in the bottom for, you know, Dujon and Cassidy and Solitude.
Absolutely.
And probably for I Ching Yin as well, but like...
Does Palomino get, like, water sick? Like, motion sick? How often do horses go on boats?
Plenty. How do you think we
Probably not a
transport?
lot. I mean, Palomino's goal in life is to, like, fly.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Also, like,
Aww.
Palomino has been in a boat before. Like, in this campaign, Palomino has been in a boat before at the beginning.
Also,
That's
historically, the horses do that. They're fine. Like, how do you think we got them to, like, you know, different countries where they weren't horses?
It's
They
true.
were vomiting the whole time.
Yeah,
No, horses can't vomit.
yeah. So they don't get
That's the
seasick
joke.
then. Yeah, they don't get seasick.
They just die.
That's the life.
Okay, well, we'll say that you'll set it up and begin just rowing towards the island. I think when you come within like range of being able to see the symbols on the fortress, there's a loud bang and an enormous rock is like seemingly hurled through the sky and like drops down with a splash around about 10 feet or so away from your boat, and you're thrown off course a little bit by the wave.
What the hell was that?
That would probably be the Fomori, remember? The asshole giants.
Oh.
So yeah,
So,
I guess. Go on.
So I was just asking if we're still like off, like course, or if we're back on track now.
Yeah, you just needed to
Okay.
course correct. It's fine.
Okay.
And I think you get to the shoreline without incident.
Keep an eye out for giants, I guess.
So you're now on the rocky shoreline, and you can see the Sathram and the other two are like at the top of the cliff at this point, and you just see Sathram. You presume it's Sathram because he's the one wearing the cloak. Could be Zaitao from this distance, but probably not. Just extend his arm, and there's a bang. And the wall of the fortress just caves inwards as this enormous pressurizing cloud of ghosts just bursts outwards, and the three of them walk straight in.
Well, no time to waste.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's get going.
Yes, let us go now. I actually wondered, did I... yeah, signature spells.
Well, at least we're close enough to see them. Means we'll have time.
Okay. So do you I guess you climb the cliff then?
Yeah.
I say cliff. It's like it's not a sheer cliff. It's like you could climb it.
Yeah, I was sort of like, yeah, I'm sure, you know, like.
I mean, Dujon has cliff climbing experience and probably wants to beat cliffs for embarrassing him that one time.
Yeah. You know, Dujon can absolutely scale a cliff. Dujon is a tough, strong
Palomino, the cliff. Palomino can scale the cliff. It's gonna be uncomfortable. But Palomino has spider climb, doesn't he?
With your special harness.
Yeah, your special.
Your sticky hooves, yes, the sticky hooves.
Hmm. So yeah, it will be awkward and uncomfortable, but you can totally do it.
I'll tell you what, though. That's my last second level spell.
So I mean, I'll give you the choice then. You can either use that, or not use it, in which case you can still climb the cliff, but it counts as difficult terrain and it will take twice as long.
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah, like, we didn't recover any of our spells, so...
Cassidy did.
Huh? That's because he's a warlock. He recovers those on short rests.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so, like, I'm an elf officer, I don't have any of that.
So, is it difficult terrain for everybody, or is it just for...
Palomino.
Yeah, particularly for Palomino.
Could I... Maybe this is crazy. Could I, like, I feel like Palomino's, like, too heavy, but could I, like, sling him over my shoulders and just, like,
No.
you know, carry him uphill like a sheep?
Please,
No,
please use, like, the brain that I know you have, Beth. Like, I love you, but please conceive of that scenario in your mind as to how that would work.
I mean, yeah, I was thinking this probably can't happen.
It's like, watch this weedy 17-year-old skinhead throw an entire horse over his shoulder.
He's 19. He's not weedy. He's like
not a skinhead.
Yeah.
I guess not anymore. But yeah, no, that's not going to
Skinheads are a
work.
very particular thing. What are you saying?
As an ideological group, they are, but it can also just be used as a term to describe literally anybody who keeps their head shaved.
Yeah.
It can in the UK, at the very least.
Yeah.
Kind of fallen out of usage more recently, though, I suppose, given the frequency with which one would want it to mean a specific thing. Anyway, regardless, no, you can't throw Palomino over your shoulder. What are you saying? So yeah.
Yeah, Cassidy's just gonna, like, fucking just book it.
Okay.
He's got a brand new shiny sword that he really wants to just sever the spinal cord of someone with. He's just ready to go.
I think Culver probably climbs real fast. I feel like if you have 4 arms, like if you have, 2 more limbs than everybody else, then climbing's easy.
Now, that's not entirely true. She doesn't have 2 more limbs than everybody.
That's true. She doesn't have 2 more limbs than Palomino, but
she just has more of the limbs that are helpful.
In her case, it's like she fucking scuttles up like a bug and is probably the first to reach the top.
Very cool.
Zazarus is also scaling at like a distinctive old lick, whereas Bone Hunter is just sort of like plodding along beside Palomino.
So if I can't carry Palomino up, right, can I at least try and help, like, the pathway a little bit? Like, can I, like, help?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would let you do that.
Yeah, like, like, if Palomino's like, I'm finding this particularly difficult, like, can do some, like, help Palomino, like...
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
The call completely silenced for the past 2 minutes. What was said?
Literally just a whole load of bullshit about,
Hello?
like, the... Hello?
What?
Citro, can you hear us?
No.
You can hear me, and I was the only one who was talking.
Yes.
You're cutting off, that's why I said no.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Do I have noise suppression by Crisp on? What if I turn noise suppression by Crisp off? Does that help? It probably doesn't. If you're having... Citra told us ahead of time that she was potentially going to have, like...
Look, I'm literally
internet
not
issues.
hearing anybody speak, so...
yeah, I'm just. I mean, I guess it's good that this happens now rather than in the middle of combat. Um, um, hmm. What can we do?
Yeah.
Can somebody who won't like? I mean, I guess actually I'll do it on my tablet, so there's no like sound of typing. But we can communicate with Citro. So yeah, no, you could help Palomino up. Citro's on full bars of Wi-Fi, so I mean, I guess that means that the connection problem is between the Wi-Fi and the network rather than like the
Yeah.
actual like Wi-Fi connection, and that's bad.
Yeah.
But we can't really fix that. Citro left and will presumably be trying to reconnect.
Hmm.
No, yeah, you can help Palomino up. I actually don't know enough about the mechanics of difficult terrain to know like what the medium. But I think it's difficult terrain is halved movement. So I guess the two of you would be on like 3/4 movement,
That's very weird, but yes, okay.
right? You know.
Actually, Cassidy just uses his flight, just flies up.
Sure. Cassidy flies up, gets to the top with Culver,
Cassidy,
and
with his
Zagros, I guess.
horrible, gross vulture wings.
Huh. Don't like that.
As soon as you get to the top, you find that the entire place is absolutely crawling with those, axe warrior ghosts that you met in Xerax. And also these enormous ram-horned giants are just, like, generally standing in the middle of a crowd of ghosts just attempting to whack-a-mole them. And as they see you all, like, coming in, I think one of them takes aim with an enormous bow to shoot at you, and a couple of the axe ghosts run over as well. And Zazarus, like, pulls out a pair of short swords, and I think Culver herself begins casting a spell and says, "Wait for the others. Bring them up."
Here I was.
Here you are.
Cassie's gonna try to help people get knocked.
Okay. Okay. So Citro is back. Citro, can you hear us now? Absolutely love this dead air experience.
Great, yeah, love it, yeah.
Since dash increases movement speed and Solitude can dash twice a turn, is he the fastest climber? I would say yes. In that you can, yeah, sure. I think you would be the fastest climber. You wouldn't beat Culver and you wouldn't beat Cassidy, but you would beat Zazarus. So you're also at the top of the cliff. But yeah, Zazarus and Culver have just like jumped into the fray, and I presume that Palomino is being helped by like Bone Hunter and Dujon at the bottom.
We're all helping.
Nice.
Our lovely boy.
Can I drop a rope and help pull Palomino up?
I mean, you can do that. Whether Palomino acquiesces to that, I think, is up to Citro, which may be an issue at the moment.
Of course you'll let it.
Okay. You can do that then. What about I Ching Yin?
It's my headcanon that we all just turned around and I Ching was already there. Nobody saw her climb.
Yeah, that
I think
sounds
that's
like
quite
eating him.
funny, actually. Like, it's already at the top is a little black box.
Yeah, you could jump up like the little places.
How did you?
Go on.
Tolomino is pouting.
All right, but you're all up. Culver and Zazarus have sort of been drawn into the fray. They are surrounded by ghosts and giants. And Bone Hunter goes, "Oh shit."
Focus the giants. The ghosts can be reasoned with.
He says, I don't know, mate. Kind of doubt it. Look, somebody's got to stay here and make sure these two don't kill themselves, but,
Let's get going. See if we can get past them.
yeah, no, you probably best go. Where the hell did... Bone Hunter is, going to, like... You can see him, like, charging up to cast a spell. Do I actually have Bone Hunter's signature spell in this folder? I straight up do not. That is unfortunate, because Bone Hunter's signature spell is quite possibly the best signature spell that any character could have.
You've shown it to me.
Yeah, I think actually the thing is I don't have a signature spell card for it, because it works almost exactly how it does in Magic the Gathering.
I would say if he's going to stay with the giant ghost fight, he's got to do it.
I mean, he's definitely going to cast it. Right, yes. Bone Hunter's signature spell is Booster Tutor. And I will read to you the text of Booster Tutor, which is a silver-bordered card. Open a sealed magic booster pack, reveal the cards, and put one of those cards into your hand. Now we're going to find out whether I have actually fixed this thing for Perry. I haven't. That was fun. Sure, great, good for that. Peribot has a function that I wrote for her where she gets to like open a pack of magic cards and like list all of the stuff she found. But Perry got changed over from like version 2 of the bot that she is to version 3, and none of the like stuff that I wrote for version 2 is compatible until I've actually fixed it, which means that we will have to hang on. Virtual magic booster. Magic the Gathering. MTG. There we go. That would work. He is going to pick... What the hell is he going to pick? He is probably going to pick... let's say a core set? Sure, Magic Origins. That sounds correct. Boosters. 1 Magic Origins booster. Generate a booster. Cards that we get are Cleric of the Forward Order, Elvish Visionary, Bellows Lizard, Touch of Moonglove, Yeva's Force Mage, Farrak's Disciple, Fire Fiend Elemental, Stalwart Avon, Aspiring Aeronaut, Unholy Hunger, Murder Investigation, Gnarlroot Trapper, Vardaran Wardens, and Molten Vortex. So he's going to choose Molten Vortex, and he just like grabs hold with like some sort of invisible force of... Oh, okay. So it turns out I did actually fix that for Perry. It just took her a really long time. But I've already like looked at the thing now, so whatever. He just grabs hold of like a huge chunk of the wall and like hurls it as it ignites, like straight at one of the giants. And now there is a hole in the wall so that you can pass.
He says, activated this trap card.
He says, "Go! I'll help these two. Just go. Stop Sathram."
I'm already going in.
We go.
Okay. So you enter a more central ring of the fort, the fortress inside, and you you see that it's less populated. There are fewer giants here. You presume that many of the giants have like rushed to the outer ring to fight the ghosts. But yeah, you can turn left or right. It's a sort of concentric circles kind of deal.
We went right last time, and that went really well.
Okay. So you going left or right this time?
Anyone?
Wait.
Right?
Well,
Right
which...
it is.
Okay, right.
There's nothing visually to choose between them.
Okay, right then. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you keep going until you find a doorway into a larger room that seems to have like doorways. All of these doorways are massive, by the way, which you guess makes sense because they have like the Fomori, the giants, have to be like capable of traveling through them. But yeah, you enter this like antechamber that's like a giant hall, and at the center of this room stands a person. And I Ching Yin, I think the sight of this person fills you with dread. There's this tall, blue-skinned Jinny dressed in silks. Looks with a thin smile at all of you.
Oh, hello, darling. You're kind of in the way.
Shut up.
Ah, I smell a grudge.
Where is she? Bring her to the front.
I'm still in my little
Bitch!
box.
Oh, she just trot out to the bottom and she says, adorable and pathetic. I have waited longer than I care to dispose of you, I Ching Yin. And truth be told, I do not trust Sathram Vight. He thinks I am a fool, a greedy, ambitious child who does not understand his plan, who does not understand that his plan empowers you as much as me. He is wrong. I understand this perfectly. I will take this opportunity to crush you like a dried leaf, and then when I have been repatriated, as we all will be, I will return to Shimosa and finally destroy your precious Magia for your shared insolences. And if any of your little friends want to get in the way, I will crush them as well.
Tough talk for someone looking like they're covered in blue paint.
She seems confused by your insult, and you all need to roll initiative now. I have absolutely no idea why I decided to put the like all of the notes for a character on a different page to the actual stat block that the character has, but that's where I'm at right now. So I'm just gonna right, so initiative. She's got to roll her own initiative, which is bad. She rolled a 4. And then we got, oh wow, a 12 for I Ching Yin. I Ching Yin is on a 12. Solitude is on a... Wow, everybody rolled really bad. Solitude is on a 10. Oh wait, Dujom is on 11. Why did I say I Ching Yin rolled a 12? No,
Oh, because I rolled a 12.
Cassidy rolled a 12. I misread.
I will happily trade.
This is a mess. I'm going to rewrite the whole thing out. So Cassidy is on 12. Dujon is on 11. Solitude is on 10. Yi Qingyin is on 5. And Zaitao and Palomino are on 4. And, well, so the combat begins. For fuck's sake, I completely forgot that you got to do this. Cassidy, you're up first.
Cassidy, having no such compunctions about dealing with uppity people who think they are tough, charges in and just fucking starts slashing.
Sure thing.
So anyway, I start blasting. 20 to hit, and then I'll get her twice with the crossbow because of the super cool ass feat I get.
Okay.
16 and a 15.
Both of those hit.
Ah, fantastic. Alrighty. She's got this big flamey sword that's just slashing her, and then he just like double taps her with his crossbow. Okay, so that's 27 damage for that.
27 damage. Wow. I'm actually gonna do this. She has, yeah, use either of those. Next up is Dujon.
Okay. I am gonna... What the fuck is this ability? I am gonna...
I mean, we don't know, because it'll have a different fucking name.
Well, it's the leaping flame thing. I forget what it's actually called in the thingy. We actually put it in chat last time, actually, to be fair. So I can probably...
The leaping flame ability?
Is it the flames of the fire snake thing?
I think so. It's where my damage deals fire instead of physical.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you use your attack option, you spend 1 key point to send tendrils of snake.
Yes.
Fiery snakes. Yes, that one.
Yes.
You just. All right.
Yeah.
Firebend.
Okay. Pop.
Fangs of the fire snake. Here we go. Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, it was.
Your reach with your unarmed strikes increases by 10 feet for the rest of the turn, also for this action. And a hit with such an attack deals fire damage instead of bludgeoning damage, and if you spend 1 key point when the attack hits, it also deals an extra 1d10 fire damage. Alright.
Well, my highest was... my lowest was 12.
That will not hit.
Yeah. So my other one was a... hang on. 15?
15 will hit.
Oh, okay, that's okay then. And obviously I'll spend another key point to do that extra fire damage. Although, she's probably immune.
I don't think so. I did fire damage and she was fine.
Oh, okay. So that is a... $11 damage.
Okay. So next up is Solitude on 10.
I'm just gonna be really boring and rush at her with a dagger.
Sure thing.
I've still got the Ghost Blade thing. I never give it back. Ghost Fire Blade. I never give it back to.
Yeah, no, I don't think he ever asked for it back. And to be honest, given that you're going to a fortress full of ghosts, if you'd offered it back, he probably would have said, "Nah, keep it."
Ooh, 29.
Definitely hits.
And Cassidy's currently within
I am
5
in
feet as
melee.
well as his vision. So
Yep, you have sneak attack.
I'll just roll these in real life because I'm slightly forbidden typing for the 2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. We have, like, Perry can handle dice rolls for people who don't have dice to hand, but, like, I don't particularly care about, like, doing trust for that sort of stuff.
19 damage overall.
19 damage. Okay, so let me... Oh, Christ. That's like... okay. Next up is I Ching Yin herself. So what's she gonna do?
Good question.
Oh, excellent.
Do you have any more? Oh god. I think maybe an Eldritch Blast is a safe bet.
Sounds it, yeah.
Alright. Roll the hit. Okay, so I got a 16 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Cool. Some damage. That 8 points of force damage.
In total?
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't a great roll.
Well, it's Zaitao and Palomino. Zaitao is going to cast a spell. Cassidy.
Fair.
She is going to spend 3 of her sorcery points to give you disadvantage on the saving throw for this spell.
Alright, I got my 2 dice.
I say that, and then this is going to be the bit where I find out that this spell doesn't actually involve a saving throw, because I feel like there's at least one of these that you really think would, but it doesn't. Oh no, it does. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. So not great at those, but... Okay. So that's a 16.
Oh, so close, but I'm afraid you are dominate monstered.
Oh no.
Sorry.
This isn't gonna be good.
Un moment, s'il vous plaît. Citro, is your dog eating the microphone?
Apparently, sorry.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a terrible audio experience, but I can't stay mad at your dog.
Mm-hmm. I'll mute.
So yeah, Cassidy is dominated. The problem is that this is also Citro's turn, so I think we're going to communicate through chat possibly while.
No. Kika is trying to behave. So
She's using every bone in her body to behave.
She's a good dog.
she's not trying to behave at all, actually. So what I'm gonna ask is, Does a 9 hit?
No, it in fact does not. I'm actually pretty certain that a 9 doesn't really hit anything in the monster manual except like a zombie. I'd have to check that.
And does 15 hit?
Yeah, that's way better. That does hit.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 9 damage, piercing damage from the crossbow, and Sunset Glimmer is gonna try to help, but she's not gonna be able to bite
Oh, okay. Well,
because she misses too.
sure. At the end of your turn, which I guess is also her turn, but at the end of your turn, Zaitao is going to use a legendary action to cast a cantrip. She knows a
Eldritch Blast.
No, she doesn't know Eldritch Blast. She's a Dragon Soul sorcerer. She's not a warlock.
Shame.
I'm actually trying to see like what.
What element is she? Maybe she'll go with that.
I'd like to have Sunset Glimmer do a thing.
What's that?
The thing is, she can deflect attack, impose disadvantage on the roll as a reaction on an attack against somebody, which
I
it
think-
can see within 5 feet of it.
I think she only needs to do that when she sees like an attack start, though, right? Which means if this is a cantrip that doesn't contain an attack, then she doesn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I actually I don't know if it will be or not. I'm choosing still.
Mhm.
No, I think she's going to choose Dujon. No, not Dujon. She's going to choose I Ching Yin. Like, tactically she should choose Dujon, but this is Zaitao. She should choose I Ching Yin. She's going to cast True Strike. Oh wait, no. Is she going to cast True Strike? I think maybe this is the wrinkle about Dominate Monster, is that it doesn't... Oh no, it does cost concentration. She's not going to cast True Strike then, because that would enter Domination. So I guess she's just going to
That would be a bad idea.
To do Ray of Frost? Like, she has Ray of Frost, right? Yeah, she has Ray of Frost, sure. That sounds like a thing she'd do. She will cast Ray of Frost as a legendary action. And
please with the disadvantage, because Sunset Glimmer is going to put herself in front of Ichini.
Absolutely, and this is a ranged spell attack, so it will have disadvantage.
Go, Sunset Glimmer, go.
Okay, that's a critical failure. The Ray of Frost completely misses. Top of the round again.
I was about to since the character sheet I used is the one I used for Lois. I was about to say that Sunset Glimmer barks at the limit that she
Look, we're not. Look, does not mean Palomino gave her the voice box of like programmed for dog.
It's like how all the bootleg Furbies just have like kind of the same AI. Sunset Glimmer just has like dog AI.
Cassidy.
Yeah.
Zaitao tells you to stop Dujon and to kill him if you have to.
Are those her exact words?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Okay. I will attempt to grapple Dejan.
Okay.
Knowing full well in his heart of hearts that grappling a monk is a bad idea. problem is that every charisma-based caster I play is a sneaky bastard, so he's gonna like, hey, your wish is my command. And
I mean, doing that to a literal genie is kind of funny.
yeah, that's the joke. It's just like he just kind of like he like turns, gives her kind of like a sardonic look, and then goes to grapple Dejam. So Dejam, you can oppose this grapple with strength or dex.
Yes.
I rolled a 6.
Right. Well, my dice don't really like me tonight, so...
Beth, what is your dex modifier?
That's a good point, actually.
It's probably quite high.
Yeah.
It's plus 3. So
Right.
If you can roll a 3 or higher, you win.
that's true. I rolled a 9, so that's...
There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
Cassidy cannot grab you.
I wiggle out of it.
Dujam, it's your turn.
I'm gonna...
If I could make a request.
What is that
Yeah.
request?
Actually, never mind. This would be out of character. Dejam wouldn't know. But if I take any damage, I get to re-roll the hit. So in your flurry of blows, can you please punch me?
I don't have flurry of blows. I'm not that kind of monk.
I've been defeated. Wait, how do you not have flurry of blows? Isn't that just a universal ability?
No, it's not. It's a specific monk archetype.
Wow, fuck. Never mind.
Yeah, this is more like... Because, like, Flurry of Blows is sort of like the like, film Shaolin monk, like, kind of thing, whereas I think what Beth is playing is closer to, like, something out of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
This is gonna drive me nuts. I need to know. I need to figure this out.
Anyway, I am gonna punch Cassidy in the face with my fists.
I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm being controlled.
Flurry of
Oh,
blows
fuck.
is just a basic monk thing. You don't get it for being a specific subclass.
Yeah, it's part of the martial arts thing.
You
It's
get
not
it at
called
second
Flurry
level.
of blows, but like...
Hello?
Oh, yeah. No, it is called Flurry of Blows, but yeah, on Beth's app, it's probably fucking not called Flurry of Blows with our luck.
Yeah, so you can now make 2 unarmed strikes at something else.
Yes, immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Hello?
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 Yeah, I was finding it weird because Bo does it, and she's not and she's a no-brew subclass.
That'll be a special. But hers is a
No.
homebrew.
Beth, you can still do it.
Yeah, you do have Flurry of Blows. I'm looking at it right now. It's in the martial arts system.
Yeah, you're level 2. You get it from level 2. It's fine.
It's one of the base
Anyway,
things.
punch Cassidy. Please roll a 5.
Dujam has actually been a level 1 character this whole time.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Okay. Anyway, I rolled and I did not roll well. My highest was a 30. My highest was a 13.
A 13 does not hit Cassidy.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit Zaitao either.
Yeah. Nope. None of that connects. I straight miss.
As a legendary action at the end of your turn, Zaitao is going to cast another cantrip. You know what? She's probably just going to Ray of Frost I Ching Yin again, because why not? And this time, presuming that was a reaction that Sunset used, there is no...
This time, your little dog cannot save you.
Yes. Your little metal pony can't save you this time, but me dropping the die off the side of the table and it going under it can. No, I found it, it's fine. That is still a 2, though, which means that, like, even with the bonus, I think she does not hit.
Sunset is growling.
Well, yeah, that's an 11.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit.
She's really bad at this.
She's getting like way too overexcited about murdering me that she's missing.
Yeah, she probably is. She is that kind of character. It's Solitude's turn.
First I'm going to attack. And that's a 21 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Do I get sneak attack there, sorry?
You should do,
And
because
technically,
Dujon just
Dujon and
attacked.
Cassidy are fighting each other.
Well, yeah, but like Dujon is still within melee distance of Zaitao, so...
Okay, 15 damage over.
Okay. That goes to...
And then I will bonus action, pull out a dagger, and swing at Cassidy
Okay.
to try and force him back from Dujon. And
Okay.
that is a 25. Yeah, that hits.
That'll hit.
So
For-
you yeah, do your damage.
7 damage. No, wait, I don't
Alright.
add my mod to that. 2 damage. Yay.
Okay.
So, yeah. When
Reroll the wisdom save, I guess.
Yeah, you make a wisdom save. This is the thing that's confusing, is that in theory... Oh, she should have made the save for concentration. I completely forgot about that. Because I was like... The weird thing about the way this spell is worded is that attacking either of the, like, connections will cause a chance for the spell to be broken. But I totally forgot the concentration save. So yeah,
It's no big deal.
you make your save, and if you fail it, I will make a concentration save for her, because I did kind of cheat you out of that. by
That's
mistake.
okay. 19.
Yeah, that makes it, actually. You've saved. I Ching Yin. It is your turn. She looks on her last legs. She's just sort of tottering around.
How long does this last?
In fact, I would go so far as to say that she looks like she's on her last legs, and that now is your chance to secure your freedom.
Cassidy's kind of looking at you like big thumbs up, just like fucking kill her.
Yeah, she is she's doing the like Mortal Kombat fatality setup animation.
Finish her.
Hi. Who's after me?
Zaitao and Palomino. But Zaitao has nothing. She doesn't even have control of Cassidy anymore.
I'll guidance Palomino.
Okay. Sure. What does guidance do?
Oh? It's a
One
+4
living
to...
creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. It can roll the die before or after making the ability check.
Okay.
Ability check.
Attacks don't count as ability checks, remember?
Hold on, let me check. Yeah, maybe not guidance.
I get what you're trying to do, but do you have a better spell for it?
I didn't really want to use any spell slots, that was the thing.
Fair enough.
What does resistance do?
You touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice. It can roll it before or after making the saving throw. You could do that.
Can you cast that on yourself as well?
It's range touch, so yes, you can.
Okay. Nah, that's not anything to do like on herself. So yeah, I'll give Palomino resistance.
Okay. I guess we're playing the music again then. It's Zaitao and Palomino. And Zaitao looks panicked, and you see her begin to move her arms to cast her signature spell.
Oh, fuck. I forgot what that was.
Let me find it. Fate Transfer. Target a creature you can touch when you cast this spell. Who can she touch? She can touch Dujom, she can touch Cassidy. She wants to touch I Ching Yin, but I don't know that she's within range. I guess she'd closed her range, though, because she definitely wants to do this on I Ching Yin.
So she moves past that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say that she is moving out of melee range of Dujom and Cassidy.
That's fair.
Also, Sunset Glimmer is still protectively in front of Yin.
Sure. But there's no attack roll because it's a
yeah, but like flavor.
Yeah. She will have to reach over Sunset Glimmer. Yeah, she's casting this spell as she moves, but yeah, there's opportunity attacks from both of you, I guess. So, do either of you want to take it?
I'll shoot her with the crossbow.
Sure.
16.
16 does hit.
All right. She will pay 8 damage.
Wow. And just like that, the spell fails and she collapses onto the ground at I Ching Yin's feet. And I Ching Yin, you see her like look upwards and reach towards you. Her hand just sort of brushing against Sunset Glimmer's underbelly. And you just see her say, It's not fair. You will never be happy. I will make certain of that. And she just collapses onto the ground dead.
I think the last thing she probably sees before her vision goes out is just like I Ching Yin looking down, and I Ching Yin's expression is one of just infinite pity.
But yeah, now she's just lying on the ground, in this room.
Cassidy actually kind of looks over at I Ching Yin and is just like, you had the chance to take her there. Like, why didn't you strike?
I Ching Yin looks over at Cassidy and then like plays her response.
Who plays Little Diddy?
And what she says is, I never sought vengeance. I never needed it.
Cassidy looks absolutely mind blown because he's just like, "What?
Yeah, let's go kill Herzog. Never mind that.
Yeah.
What?"
No, Cassidy. When this whole thing's over, I'll like explain some holistic coping mechanisms and principles for you.
Cassidy literally is just in that tone of voice, it's like star scream from just like, "What? What the hell do you mean? You didn't need it."
Qingyin is just going to pet Cassidy with a paw.
It's like, what? Cassidy gets the beans.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we move on.
Mm-hmm. The concentric circles no longer go each direction. Once you're in the inner keep, it's pretty much one way.
All right.
And eventually you get into an inner circle. And in fact, there's just sort of a tower in the middle. Like, there's a door on it and everything. But here you find Harzog. Just standing there waiting for you. He nods at you
Cassidy
and says,
just looks absolutely ecstatic. He's just like,
Cassidy?
oh, I've been waiting for this for so long, Harzog.
Sathram told me he figures you managed to kill me once already before he went and did that turning back the clock deal he does. I gotta admit,
Don't worry.
I'm a little surprised, but not too much. There's 5 of y'all, and you never had much honor, Cassidy. Though, then again, neither did I, so I'm sure you won't mind if I even the odds a little.
Cassidy just charges in.
What Cassidy then does not notice, but the rest of you see, is that floating down from the ceiling are a pair of geists from the Nebelgast.
Fuck off.
What is sound?
Cetro is being haunted, I believe.
Oh no, it's 11 o'clock, it'll be a clock. Let's get Harzog and his like stat block and his whatnot in here. Additionally, where's the Innistrad plane shift? There it is. So, do you all want a new initiative or the old initiative?
Please,
That's up to you.
New.
All right. You get a new initiative. Roll it.
All right. Ooh, Cassidy's ready to go.
17.
Okay, so let's look at it. So Cassidy is on 19. Palomino is on 17. Harzog is on 12. Oh wait, wow, okay. One of the Geists is on 21.
Oh.
But then Harzog is on 12. Dujom and Sol are on 11. I Ching Yin is on 6. And the other Geist is on 3. So that's should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you and 3 of them, so 8 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who are we missing? Oh right, no, 8, because Dujon and Sol are on the same initiative. Right then. Let me just copy also his signature spell so that I can see it. And then the combat will once again begin. It's Geist A, which is just going to plunge downwards towards Cassidy and attempt to like use its chain on him or something of that sort. I'm just gonna
Like,
turn the volume down.
Cassidy's eyes are like full on red. He's just like, I'm here for this guy.
Sure. It's gonna withering touch you.
But it can't stop me.
No,
Which is the important thing.
it cannot. That much is very true.
Yes.
It only got an 11.
Well, also, would this be necrotic damage?
It would, yes.
Ooh, rad!
Um,
I'm resistant to that.
it's Cassidy's turn.
So, Cassidy, with like absolute just fiendish joy, Hexblade's Curse. And he's gonna use his Fireblade, and he's gonna use the Sword of War and Peace. And just fucking chop to pieces.
Sure.
Just go in. God! Well, the thing is, at a 19 or a 20, I can crit. Damn it! Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Okay, so both are above a 20, but they're not crits. So.
Okay. Yeah, both of those will hit then, because he doesn't have armor that high.
Alright, so this is a +2, so I gotta put that in there. Holy shit! Okay, that's a 33 damage.
33 damage. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, Harzog's a beefy boy, much more beefy than Zaitao.
It's true.
He has a much higher killable zone.
That's okay.
I guess I should mention that I'm using killable zones for, like...
He has a
these
lower
two.
killer. He has a lower killable zone.
No,
It takes longer to get to the killable zone.
Oh, no, sorry. Like, because I'm using killable zones, I'm counting up the amount of damage you do, so it's actually a higher killable zone.
Oh, that's the direction the metaphor is going. Okay.
Yes.
So we're just playing Mortal Kombat. I'm down.
Yeah, I wish Perry had a way of like looping music. She might do actually. I'm really confused about like how Red Discord Bot 3 works, and I don't want to ask the people in the Discord for the people who made it because they're really rude. They were incredibly rude to me when I was like trying to fix her audio codec. So yeah, who's next? It is Palomino.
Wait. So, does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit, yes.
And does a 15?
15. Does a 15 hit? Yes, it does.
Nice. That's 14 damage from the crossbow bolts. And Sunset Glimmer tries to attack but completely misses unless a 5 or something hits.
Look, if there was ever a time for a pony to be around, it's during a cowboy fight.
It's true.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
But Sunset Glimmer tries to canter around and doesn't do shit, but look adorable.
As a legendary action before his turn, Harzog is going to make a scimitar attack against Palomino.
Fair.
What? No!
Because
No,
Palomino, like, just hit him. Wait, hold on, no, that was a crossbow. So no, he's going to attack Cassidy, because Cassidy's right fucking in front of him and he hates Cassidy.
Like, don't hurt my precious boy!
If
I love
anything,
how
it
we
could.
all just decided Palomino is our child now.
Yes. If anything, it could try to attack Sunset Glimmer, but that's even worse. That's kicking the dog.
17 to hit Cassidy.
17 does not hit me.
Okay. Well, now it's his turn, and I mean he might as well cast his signature spell, right?
Go for it.
Beast Within. You cast True Polymorph to transform a creature into a creature or an object into a creature. You do not need to concentrate on this spell, which lasts for an hour. He's going to cast to turn... I think he wants to one-on-one with Cassidy, so he's going to try and remove...
Wait.
What?
This is about kind of aiding in my own demise. What if he... Can he cast it on the Geist and just make it into something worse?
He in theory could, but that's not how he's going to use it.
Oh, okay.
He is.
That's how I use Beast Within in Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah, you kill your own stuff to get a 3/3.
Yeah, I killed my stuff with all the death effects.
Cool.
Well, it was out during New Phyrexia and it had a bunch of artifacts that when this artifact died, stuff happened.
It's a very weird spell, honestly. Kind of out of
New Phyrexia was a
scope of
weird
the-
set.
But yeah, it's gonna target Palomino probably.
No. Wait,
Oh, no.
at last, Palomino is no longer a horse.
Palomino is going to be turned into a hyena.
That's not a horse at all.
No, but it does have pack tactics, which I chose because having played a kobold, pack tactics is actually a really fun ability to have on a player character, and I wanted to give you that experience.
Mhm. What's that experience, though?
Oh, it doesn't say so on the card, but even though he doesn't need to concentrate on it, Beast Within will end if you kill Harzog. So, yeah, you become a hyena. Its stats are in the monster manual. I'll screenshot them for you. Oh yes, also, if you're 5 hit points... I guess you should roll for your hit points, 1d8 plus 1. But if your hit points are got rid of, you turn back into yourself. But yeah, he doesn't want random people shooting at him while he's trying to beef with Cassidy, so he's going to cast that. And then it's
I love that this also kind of has shades of the vampire versus werewolf thing going too. So it's it's hitting all of the tropes. I love
it is, yeah. It's Dujom and Sol now.
Would you mind if I went first here quickly?
Absolutely not at all. Go ahead.
I will just bum rush in. What I'm going to do is cunning action dash straight in.
Okay.
Use my revived rogue necrotic energy.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
Absolutely. Remind me what that does?
When I use my cunning action, if I haven't used my sneak attack on that turn, I strike out with a bolt of necrotic energy, which deals my sneak attack damage.
Okay.
46.
Well, yeah, definitely hits.
17 damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to take the help action for whatever Dujal does next.
Okay, yeah, alright, I'll allow you that. Dujon, what you doing?
I'm gonna fucking punch the shit out of Herzog.
Alright.
I'm gonna play distraction. I'm gonna feint an attack so the Herzog tries to block me so that Dujal can get her slaps it.
Alright, sounds good. That sounds like a decent distraction. Which means that you have advantage on this attack? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
The Dujon has advantage on the attack.
Me?
Rather. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll have advantage on that. Right, okay, so... Okay, I'll take it. Right, okay. So, one was a 19 plus 6.
A 19 plus 6. Yeah, that totally hits.
Yeah, and... Wrong app. and the other one was a 11, which I don't think hit, unfortunately.
No, 11 will not hit.
No, but then I am going to, on the one that hit, I'm going to expend a... Where are you? I'm gonna... Now, you may not know about this, but I have superiority dice.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. And I am going to... trip him up.
Okay. How does that
Yeah.
work?
So it's a martial adept. You gain a superiority die in 2 battlemaster maneuvers. So
Oh
Trip.
my god!
you can cause one creature you hit to take superiority die extra damage, and if it is at if it's large size or under, it must make a strength saving throw or fall prone on the ground. So
Okay. Who's gonna make a strength saving throw then? 11 plus Dujon's dex. What's Dujon's dex?
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, now I can.
What's your dexterity mod?
It is 1 second. I'm doing like a load of like the character sheet right now. My dexterity mod is +3, so it's
14. DC is 14 that Harzog has to hit, and this is a strength saving throw?
Yes.
Wow, okay, we don't do those very often.
No.
This is a straight up roll. Roll it onto an actual surface where it will produce a result. 5. Considering that it's not his turn for a while, Harzog is going to expend a legendary resistance to ensure that does not happen.
Fuck. Does that mean that he doesn't take the extra damage from this?
I don't know, what's the wording?
You can cause one creature you hit take the superiority die and do the extra damage from the superiority die. So I'd basically roll like I hit him twice.
So this is from the Martial Adept, right? So I want to look at the Battle Master for trip attack.
Thank you.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spend 1 superiority die to attempt to knock the target down. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and if the target is large or smaller, you must make a strength saving throw. Okay, there's no additional attack involved. You just add the superiority die that you rolled to the damage, so that would still be increased damage.
Okay, cool.
How much damage is that in total then?
12.
12. Okay.
It's kind of. I think what Dujon tried to do is I think he like did the splits and like punched Harzog in the dick to try and like make him fall over, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
He's wearing like protective gear there.
A cod piece.
Yeah, he's like, oh damn it.
I think Harzog like looks down at you and is like, I bet it was you. Nice try, boy.
He's just like, you must be the Belmont.
Yes! I Ching Yin. It is I Ching Yin's turn.
I'm gonna bless.
Alright.
I'll bless Cassidy, Solitude, and Dujon. Sorry, Palomino.
Palomino is an hyena right now.
I know, that's why I didn't blast you.
I thought you said blast.
Yeah, I thought you said blast as well. I was like,
what are you doing?
The final minute heel turn from I Ching Yin. No, bless. You're blessing. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
I mean, would it still work? After Palomino returns to normal, which I hope I can provoke Harzog into doing
soon.
soon.
A pacifist.
I Ching Yin's not a pacifist? Oh,
No.
okay.
I mean, I kind of feel like that would still work because it's just on you rather than on the specific form you're in. But anyway, you didn't get blessed, so it doesn't matter. In that case, I guess it's Geist B, which is going to attack somebody. Probably Dujon. We'll say Geist B attacks Dujon. In fact,
That's fair.
actually, Geist B is going to try and do something else. Can I get a Charisma saving throw from Dujon?
Fuck.
Is it possession time? I think it is.
Yeah.
You have a D4 from my blast.
Oh, right, yeah. Thank you. Okay. My +0 charisma. Oh, that's not bad actually. I'm gonna make it a bit. I'm gonna use my bless as well, just to right. Okay. So,
Yeah, I mean, Bless is not like resistance or guidance. You get it all the time, so you might as well use it.
Yeah. Unnatural 20.
Okay. Yeah,
Ooh.
you resist. It tried to possess you, but it lost it.
Not today, demon.
So yeah, next up is Geist A, which is going to attack Solitude. Why not? It's gonna Withering Touch Solitude. That is a 16 to hit.
17 AC.
Okay, doesn't hit. Cassidy's turn.
Now, I need to quickly find out the... Okay. What does this do? Okay. I cast regular Hex
Okay,
as a bonus action. Just piling on the hexes.
sure thing.
Just fuck this guy.
Yeah, I mean, this is... Fuck this guy is your entire reason for living.
Yeah.
It's the whole reason you're here.
You don't understand. Next turn I have another effect to stack on him.
Literally fuck this guy, too.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Fandoms is...
It's my headcanon that like it happened once and they never spoke about it ever again. You know.
you could probably fit it in a fanfiction somewhere. I think for the backstory
Like-
that they have, it didn't. But
Cassidy's also not really into fur.
there is that. You gotta be a furry, really, to...
Well, that and also he's from Lorado, where it's always hot. You think like sweating dog sounds good to him? Nah,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Probably not. A lot of panting involved.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, no, this isn't good.
Yeah,
This is
anyway.
bad.
Anyway, whose turn even is it and what are they doing?
No, that was my bonus action. Okay, so I don't crit with the fire sword, which sucks because it would have done more damage. But I do crit with the Sword of War and Peace.
Okay, well. Roll your...
Which says I get another melee attack with the Sword of War and Peace.
Sure, yeah.
I'll roll that now. Important question, Alexa.
What is that?
Do the additional attacks generate more attack?
I don't remember. Because this item was created for the previous campaign. I absolutely...
Typically, stuff like this doesn't.
I mean, let me look at the wording specifically.
Go for it.
If I go look at magic items, already given, the Sword of War and Peace. Whenever you roll a critical hit with the Sword of War and Peace, you may make another melee attack with the Sword of War and Peace. If the target of either attack has multi-attack, it loses one of the attacks on its next turn. Yes, it does stack. I remember now the entire point of it is that it stacks. You can keep chaining them on for as long as you roll...
Thank you, Warlock's Curse, for making this better. Okay, so that one doesn't crit again, but does hit, so
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Alright, well, roll your total damage.
Jesus. And it's a +2 weapon too. Aw. Alright. So with like a gleeful cackle, Cassidy is just hacking at him with
Absolutely. What does... how much damage do you do?
I do 60.
60 damage, wow.
Yeah.
And with that, I think you just sort of run him through. And he looks at you in shock, pinned against the wall. And he's like, what? He begins coughing up blood, and he's like, Cassidy, you bastard.
Oh, Harzog. He just kind of like grabs. He sounds so like horribly fond of him at this point. He's like, after all you've put me through, the last thing I'll give you is the peace of death.
He says, yeah, that sounds about right. But I'll tell you what, boy. And he grabs you by the shoulders and stares into your eyes. He's like, I hope it was worth it. Because you're never gonna see redemption. And he just pulls himself forward and impales himself further on the sword, and then goes limp on your shoulders.
I'm going to use my Accursed Spectre ability.
Which does what, exactly?
Let's consult the manual. So...
You're
Accursed
fucking
Spectre.
promising him, dude!
Yeah, I am. I curse the soul of a person I slay, temporarily binding it to my service. When I slay a humanoid, I cause its spirit to rise from its corpse as a specter.
Oh, why are you being honest?
I really hate this man.
Dushan pauses for a minute and looks at Cassidy and goes, are you the bad guy, Cassidy? Are you a baddie?
So Cassie,
Probably
like,
no pieces on this corpse, actually.
Cassidy, like, oh yeah, because you're still fucking with the person dead.
Yeah, Harzog's dead. So you are no longer a hyena. You
like Cassidy like reaches in and just like
horse fist is still a
slowly
thing.
tugs this basically the soul of Harzog out, and it's just like making it this like specter.
Here's
now.
the thing: mechanically, what does that do?
I now have a specter.
Okay, is that like a specific?
It is a monster manual specter.
Oh right, okay. Oh yes, the spectre is a thing. Oh yeah, it's this screaming purple dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's bound to me now.
He's CR1. All right. I mean, you're responsible for him. I'm not.
Yeah, the point. It's more of a I torment him even in the afterlife thing rather than this is a useful thing.
Sure. Yeah. No, he's got to follow you around.
He does.
I think as he appears, like it sort of blows the other two geists away.
Cassidy just like takes a deep breath and it's like, you know, people say vengeance is bittersweet, but I could drink this damn well dry.
Oh yeah. With Harzog dead, you feel a great weight lifted from your shoulders as your revenge is complete.
Yeah.
And
she's just so happy.
You are pulled off the track towards becoming a mindless monster and onto the track towards becoming a demon.
You know, it's even better the second time. Right.
Let's move.
Let's go kill a time wizard.
What a stark contrast between the two.
Oh my god. It's,
Vengeance.
yeah.
Yu Yin choosing not to take any sort of vengeance because, like, she never needed it to begin with, and, like, you doing that.
I told you I was gonna bring a Warcraft reference in there.
I kind of knew which one it was gonna be as well because, like, it's one of my favorite scenes. It's the scene that genuinely made me cry when, like, I first saw it.
It's a really good scene. That and, like, Accursed Spectre is just such a fun ability to have. How many times can I do this? Okay. But and it stays there until my next long rest. So if I don't take a long rest, he can never go to the afterlife.
I mean, you gotta rest sometime.
I know I have to, but still, it's so horrible.
Okay.
On we go.
Mm-hmm. There's only the central column left. It's quite big. It's quite wide. But it has a door. It just has a door in it.
Okay.
I say it has a door. Obviously, it's built for giants, so it's an enormous pair of double doors.
Who has the elixir of immortality?
What does that do?
It's the thing we find under the floorboards. Pardon me.
Oh, here it is. Let me get it.
Yeah,
I have that.
It's a long rest in a bottle.
Yeah, I
it
have
would
that.
give me. It would give me my no time reminder, please, Mr. Sathram ability back, wouldn't it?
It's true. Sure. Cassie will give it to you. I only need a short rest to get my Hexblade's curse back.
Is there...
Is that alright with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Is there anywhere... So there's like a central column and stuff like that. Is there anywhere to like anywhere to look into the column higher up? Is there like a...
No. So I say a central column. It's more that the concentric circles continue, but this one is small enough that from the size of this room, you can see that it completely contains just this column.
Also, guys, is anybody particularly hurt? Because I only have one last spell slot, and I might as well use it to cure wounds.
I'm fine.
Yeah, if we probably don't have time for another short rest. But
I'd rather use it now.
If we did, I'd have my Hexblade's curse back, and I could do a lot of asshole shit.
I think this is like super time restrained.
Yeah, let's do it. It's fine.
It is both diegetically and in real life.
Yeah, it's fine.
So Saul's gonna be like,
I still have shit to do. It's okay.
Give me the elixir.
I hand over the elixir.
God, I hope this works. Let's go.
Also, please let me heal any one of you. That needs 2d8 plus 4 of healing.
As Solitude drinks the elixir, it disappears into the ether, and you gain the benefits of a long rest, except those pertaining to magic items that you own. Is anybody at all hurt, or did you all manage to just completely avoid getting hit? I mean, those were more satisfying fights than the last lot, but it does kind of seem like you still steamrolled them.
I built Cassidy specifically to dual thing.
Dusham is just incredibly lucky. I don't know if I'm going to use it, so I might as well tell you what Dusham's special ability is. He can block anything.
Oh, is it deflecting? Is it like deflecting blow?
Well, he's got that anywhere, but it's
no,
like
the card deflecting blow.
Oh yeah, it's that. Yeah, he's never going to use it because he's never going to get hit. So.
Oh, you mean your signature spell, Beth?
Yeah.
I mean, we can flash it up on the screen so that people can see before the campaign ends. Because it's deflecting palm.
Yeah, that one.
This is
God, I built a healer.
This is tried and true for these campaigns. But yeah, the door is there for when you want to enter.
Let's go.
All together now.
Well, I'll use my my spell for something else then.
I hope Kova and Bone Hunter are doing well. And that other guy who turned up, I suppose. I feel less emotionally invested in him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's more a reference for the players than he is for the characters, because none of you all have really met him that
I think only like Trish is the only one who's emotionally invested in him because he literally protected her son.
And she ain't even here. She's at home with her son. I think the rest of you, like, you know, maybe Palomino and Dujon have like seen him a couple of times, but like never really talked to him.
Hmm.
I'm glad he turned out not to be a villain because that would have been very upsetting.
Extremely.
Would have been very upsetty spaghetti.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in theory, if his loyalty is to the Archive specifically, he might have been a villain and now just is reformed. But
True.
Probably not, all told. Are you all ready?
As ready as we're gonna.
Let's kill Sathram fucking Vice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You step on through the doorway.
Immediately, like, I mean, the second I have vision on him, I'm ripping that fucking time ability out of them.
Okay. So I'm going to describe the room, but understand that this is all like the millisecond that you are able to focus your eyes. This is what you see. This room is almost completely empty. It is unfurnished. There is what appears to be a well in the middle of the room, like a little stone well, with a beam of blue light shooting upwards into the ceiling. And hovering in the middle of that beam is Sathram Vight. The only other feature in the entire room is a large closet. Like, it looks like a wardrobe. But it's got, like, you know, weird things plugged into it and a couple of like cans of that blue liquid that you saw in that you saw in Vigramost's workshop. That's like standing off to the side. Sure. So yeah, you're going to use your ability.
Oh,
Your
sorry.
signature spell. Sorry.
Absolutely, yeah.
Never happened. You see a list of all spells target creature could cast and limited use abilities, including legendary and lair actions that it has. Do you want me to list them because he does have more than last time, or are you like straight up he's losing his signature spell?
As useful as that would be, like, that is genuinely useful knowledge. I'm taking the signature spell away. We're going to do this. Like, I'm forcing him. I'm running in and I'm yelling that he gets one chance.
Okay.
Sorry to drag you down with the rest of us mortals, but one chance, Sathram.
This feels more difficult to do than it has done before. You still manage it. You like wrench his signature spell away from him, but you feel a powerful presence on the other end of the beam. And I guess I'll tell you his spell list is exactly the same as before. So I guess I will tell you if you ask, but it's not really like that relevant. He has
What's his highest level spell?
His highest level spell is Time Stop.
Fuck.
He has 3 legendary resistances. I don't think I'm going to tell you about this ability because it pertains to an object he has. But he also has the power to shrink things, which is weird. I think he had that before. I'm gonna like because of when he got it, I'm gonna like retcon that he had that before and you noticed it then. But like it's a weird thing. Additionally, he has like legendary actions where he can do a bunch of different things, including the shrinking thing. And he seems to have some sort of control over his like local temporal system, which means that he could probably maybe like double up with another version of himself. But yeah, so you do that, and then he sort of like rotates in the blue beam, and he says, "So, the city guard arrived to arrest me. Am I not generous and merciful that, despite your assaults against me and your attempts to confound my plan, you shall nonetheless reap as great benefit from it as you ever would?"
I don't think you have a choice in that part.
Why are we talking?
It's true enough. You don't. We're talking because we can do nothing else. You cannot harm me here. Not as long as I stay in this spot.
Smash the machine.
I am awash with power. I feel energized, transformed. A mere taste of what awaits me when the work is done, and yet it is already strength beyond my dreams. It's almost enough to convince me to abandon the closet and cast the spell myself, but let us not run before we can walk. Are you ready to become mass murderers, my friends?
Well, I mean,
I know that's not
I'm
how
always
you
down.
see it, but the truth is that the possibility space has been expanded, and now that we know what is possible, the box can't be closed again. When I complete this act,
but all I need to do is kill you.
billions will die by my hand. I understand that. I have had to make peace with that. Are you prepared for the trillions who must die by your hand to stop me?
Oh, shut up. That's the gambler's folly. It's a classic, and I am falling for it.
Very well. I have tried to reason with you, Solitude, but what about you two? Cassidy, you've killed Herzog, I see. You...
Cassie like clenches his fist as like Harzog's specter, just kind of like it stumbles its way forward.
So I suppose you've mostly got what you want. What will you do now?
Kill
Do
you.
know- You can kill me, potentially. I'm not certain it's possible, but that's a decision that you could make. But would you not like to become powerful enough to remove the restrictions that hunting Herzog has put upon your soul? Would you not like the chance to enter redemption?
Oh, you don't get it.
Don't I?
Yeah, you don't get it. No one really does, really, until they've made the choice.
Very well. You are already satisfied. A small creature of small
Oh,
means.
that's not what I'm talking about. You don't know how redemption works, do you?
I don't know, no, but I don't care. Because once you're a god, you can remake redemption to work however you wish. Or even, as I said to Herzog, create it if in fact it does not exist. Be quiet. I Ching Yin.
Try me.
Zai Tao told me what she did to you. Presumably you have already disposed of her, but the scars that she left will continue. Would you not like the power to restore your own tongue, to protect your little friend, to bring back your tales, to make everything as it was?
I Ching Yin will respond.
Mm-hmm.
And she plays as she plays her response, there is like just the sweetest smile on her face. And she says in the melody, "My greatest wish was only to protect my love. And I did that. I'm content."
Another small creature of small means. Very minimalist. There's something to respect in that. But the others I knew less of until I was able to grasp the threads of time together. But now I know you all, and I understand. Palomino, you are constantly frustrated by being a strange being in a strange world. But let me tell you, the means by which ordinary people were able to travel between planes were confounded by the mending. If you allow me to undo that wrong and break down the walls, then perhaps centaurs may travel to other worlds again. Perhaps you will no longer be the odd one out on every plane you visit. Wouldn't that be nice?
Got used to it. And now you're going to say that I'm a small creature of small means?
Oh, absolutely not.
Please get some new material.
No, that's certainly not what you are. But you are a candle that burns too fast. And speaking of candles that burn too fast, I see you back there, little Dujon. I don't know what you want, but I can tell you something very important. When I prevent the mending, one of the things that I will try and make certain of, not just for you, but also for my own peace of mind, is that during the destruction of Dominaria, Nicol Bolas will be killed. Which means that the sequence of events that were set in motion that would have led to your world of Tarkir becoming what it is will never have happened. The dragons will perhaps still rule, but they will rule in a far different way. Your world will be very, very different. Do you not wish to be able to return to your home to make it as you wish? Or perhaps to travel elsewhere and save people with the snap of a finger?
I don't know. I kind of like my life right now. Also, get ready to catch.
Get ready to what?
Catch.
I look forward to finding out what on earth you're talking about, you strange little man.
These hands, bitch!
Yes, very droll. I can see why Culver likes all of you, small creatures with no ambition.
Yeah, oh god, shut up. And I throw one of the alchemist's fire at him, or whatever we were calling it.
Okay.
Also different in Batsep.
It smashes against his face and sets him on fire. He appears to be completely unharmed by this, but he looks annoyed because now he's on fire. And he says,
Excuse me if you were on fire.
how very, very childish.
Excuse me, sir. You happen to be on fire.
Yes, I am quite
Sir,
aware,
you're on
Mr.
fire.
Cassidy.
Yeah, you're on fire.
Sir, are you aware that you're on fire?
Sir, you are on fire.
The responsible thing would be to wait until this fire is put out, but honestly, I am rather tired of this conversation, so I think perhaps we should just move things along. I think it's appropriate
Cass,
that I
just
become
kind
a
of
little
making-
singed in the pursuit of progress.
Cassidy is just kind of making the mock boohoo face, like, oh, is someone not being allowed to commit genocide?
You really don't understand, do you? I have told you
I
this
understand
multiple
that-
times. It is a genocide either way.
While this is happening, does Palomino see a machine that's...
Yeah, you see the closet, but I think he's annoyed enough that you probably all have to roll initiative.
I wanted to get a always sunny in Philadelphia joke in there. Is someone not allowed to commit genocide? Boo-hoo!
Okay, so roll your initiative, everybody.
Please, something good. Oh, finally.
So, Palomino is on 24. Dujon is on 20. Cassidy is on 17. I Ching Yin is on 14 along with Solitude. And finally, Sathram is on 11. And I think to start the combat, Sathram just sort of floats out of the beam and down to the ground. And so the final fight begins.
So...
Palomino, you're up.
So yeah. So is there a machine that's doing that?
That's doing what, specifically?
That's making the beam...
No. The beam is
No?
the Mana Haven. It's a natural part of this environment.
Can I roll to try to see what can I do to disrupt it.
That would be an Arcana check, I guess.
Yeah. Nice. So that's with my intelligence. That well, Alexa, that was a
That was a what? Sorry, I can't hear you.
20.
You're cutting out. Did you say 26?
No, 20.
Okay, no, that's good. Nothing. You can't do anything to disrupt it. It's way more powerful than you. But he is only immune while he's in the beam, and while he's in the beam, he can't hurt you or do anything like that. It's a sort of you can't sword fight from the bath. Let's put it that way. So in order to get around and do stuff, he has to be outside the beam. So he can only go back to the beam for other stuff. So now that he's out, you should be able to hurt him. I'll give you that one for free, because that's actually important information. So you still get an action this turn if you want one.
Yeah, okay then. So that's... Oh good, that's 2 hits for once. It's 26 and a 24. Does that hit?
26 and 24. Yes, they both hit. What kind of attack is this? Hello?
Okay, so that's 19 damage from the crossbow bolts.
Okay. Are those magical?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, that doesn't actually matter, I guess, but yeah, 19 damage.
And a natural 20 from Sunset Glimmer to bite him.
Okay, sure, well, do your damage then.
Just recheck the dice, sorry, because I can't remember it. D8s or D6s. And D8 plus 2. So that's 5 force damage, and actually, sorry, I just remember that I have... 8 radiant damage as well.
Okay. So at the end of that, at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action. And he is going to pull something from his breast pocket and point it at you. And as you look into it, you realise that it's the. I suppose actually you wouldn't realise because you've never seen it, but it's in fact the coercing portal. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Good. Constitution?
Yes, Constitution.
Thank fuck, because I'm good at 20.
Okay. You feel a bit weird, almost as if you're being compressed a little, but nothing happens. And Sathram makes a noise of frustration.
I can't believe I just robbed you of small Palomino.
True, we're so sad.
It's Dujon's turn.
Okay. So I can still I can still hit this guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's got out of the beam that made him immune now.
Yeah. Thank you.
He's on the ground.
Pow pow!
Punch, punch.
Punch punch!
Okay, well, do it then.
Okay, my lowest was a 13.
A 13 will not hit.
Okay. Well, my highest was a 21.
That will hit.
Okay. Then I realize he'll probably just like legendary resist this.
Yes.
I
mean, so I guess it depends what it is, but go on.
You gotta burn through it.
But I'm going to where is it? Where have you went?
Where did baby go?
Where Babby go? I'm gonna stun him, but like I want to stun him.
All right. Well, you.
Where is stun attack? Hang on.
Pay to stun him. Stunning strike.
Yeah.
It should still be called stunning strike because I'm pretty sure that's in the
Yeah.
SLD.
It's not that. It's that like, as much as I like the app that I use, it's not when you have a lot of information.
I mean, I'm going to be real. It's been kind of a pain
good.
for the rest of us.
Yeah.
We need to I actually don't know. I think D&D Beyond does have an app. But yeah, that would be additional cash and whatnot. There's got to be like a better reference though.
If you want us to use D&D Beyond, donate to our Patreon.
Please do. And
I mean, I straight up gave you the PDF from D&D Beyond, and you refused to use it.
Yeah, but
so what's
the PDF?
not
like,
to
I can
not
give
to put
the
the viewers
PDF.
against us, but like, what's the chance of you actually using if they donate?
Like the problem is, I can give her the PDF. That's not what we want. Like we want the actual interactive experience that like keeps the sheet together.
Yeah, that's what I need. I do think you can use it though, but like, my character's here now. Anyway, where is it? I'm gonna roll for damage in the meantime. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I need a Constitution save or be stunned for a round.
Okay, well he's gonna make that Constitution save then. What kind of saves does he have? Okay, this is +1. That would be a 4, but he's going to burn a legendary resistance to
yeah,
just avoid
I thought
that.
so. Anyway, that is 7 damage.
Okay. He just looks at you and says, "Nice try, Mr. Dujon, but you're going to have to do better than that." Cassidy.
As if it isn't Dujon's plan for him to burn through all his legendary resistances and then have like the rest of his team toast him, but whatever. Like
Yeah, because you can stunning fist forever though.
Yeah.
There's no limit to your stunning fists.
I mean, there is. It's key, but like.
Yeah, I've got a lot of it. It's fine. Don't worry.
All right. Step 1. Hex. Not Hexblade's Curse, just regular Hex. I'm gonna run up and fucking slash time. 18. And, oh, Jesus, okay, that's a 23.
Yeah, 18 and 23 both hit.
Alrighty, I'll add my extra chronic damage.
Oh wait, sorry, we missed something. But finish your turn and then we'll go back and do it. I need to actually put it in the initiative so I don't forget about it.
Alright, that is 34 damage.
34 damage. Okay, so the thing I forgot... Oh, go on then. Is there more?
Yes, my Spectre attacks.
Okay, yeah, well, Harzog attacks then. You have his stats, you tell me.
I do have his stats, right. So, he's gonna fly over and give him the bad touch.
Okay.
So +4, he gets, and according to Accursed Spectre, he gets a bonus to its attack rolls equal to my Charisma modifier. How nice. So this definitely hits.
Okay.
He deals an additional 14 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh, and his maximum hit points have been reduced by 14. I don't know if that matters at all.
It actually does. So I've got to keep track of that now, I guess.
No, he has to make a DC 10. He has to make a Constitution saving though before doing that. Actually.
Oh, all right. He has advantage on this because he has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So that is Constitution save, did you say? 11.
Yes. He fails that.
Okay.
Slurp.
He's reduced.
Give him the suck.
He looks real bad. Now, the thing I forgot is that this counts as a lair for Sathram, which means
so he can do.
Yeah.
So he can do things.
Now, I'm not gonna like metagame this because, like, obviously what he would do is he has a lair action that like lets him heal, but he had not got this bad when he was supposed to do the lair action because that was on Dujam's turn. So he's just going to empower the Conjurer's Closet by just like pointing towards it and like streaming power from the beam into the closet itself. So that's what he does as a lair action. He's probably also going to take like a legendary action at the end of your turn.
Alexa,
Okay.
Yeah.
is this power from the closet?
No.
Do you win this by getting his egg to crack?
No. The power goes into the closet, so he's more like a homophobic preacher.
I see.
He empowers the closet. He makes it stronger. But yeah, he's. I guess he's gonna like. What cantrips does he have? Ooh, what's this cantrip? That kind of sucks. No, he's gonna like pull out the teeny tiny coercive portal and point it at you, Cassidy.
Okay.
And you need to make a. Oh no, you don't need to make anything. It's just a straight up attack.
I mean, he can try.
That is actually a critical failure. He completely.
Oh no!
He completely misses you with this sort of like translucent beam of light that comes out.
Were you trying something, buddy?
And he looks annoyed. It is I Ching Yin and Solitude's turn.
One second. Feel free to go first.
Oh, Citro had to mute because it's 12 bong. What about I Ching Yin?
I'm gonna cast an Eldritch Blast.
Pew pew.
Okay,
Sathram.
sure.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay, then the other one will hit as well. D10. Nice. That's 12 points of force damage. Because that was a cantrip, I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh wait, sorry. This is from a spell, which means it wouldn't be 12. It would be 6
Okay.
because he has resistance to spell damage. So you're going to do what? Sorry.
Cast Spiritual Weapon to hit him again.
Okay. Is that just an attack roll?
Yeah, it is. I think like his spiritual weapon looks like a giant war fan.
Nice.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
This big, massive wolf fan just like crashes down on him to hurt him for another 14, so halve it to 7.
Okay. It's also Solitude's turn.
Right, I feel like something needs to be done about this machine, but I don't know what. I'm going to cunning action dash to it, zapping off my little necrotic bolt at Sathram.
Alright.
Fuck. It's like an 11. So I'm assuming that this is
11 misses, yes.
I want to investigate this closeting machine. Is there an off button? Just like a big labeled switch that says off? Or something, I don't know.
I don't think it would be labelled. Vigramos built it, and Vigramos does not sound like the biggest fan of user friendliness.
Smash it.
Can I use my action for like a perception or investigation to actually like figure stuff out about it?
This would probably be Arcana.
Oof. That's a straight +0. $16.
The machine is being powered up. It is currently only 1/3 powered. You don't think there's a way of turning it off without destroying it.
I can't turn it off. Smash the machine.
We'll see about that. Sathram looks properly beaten down.
Cassidy's got like those long fangs. He's like, I think I'm gonna eat another person today.
Sathram is oh god, now I actually have to look up this spell. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Sathram is going to cast a spell. It's his turn, and he's going to cast a spell. He gets all of his legendary actions back. He is going to cast a spell.
Counter spell.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, but you are going to have to roll for it because it is a 9th level spell.
Fine. I'm counter spelling it.
Okay.
Right. So my DC is 19, I have to be?
Wait a moment, I might have something for that.
Counterspell is... yeah, it's 10 plus the spell's level on any spell of...
Yeah. Is it technically an ability check?
Casting a spell?
Yes,
it is an ability check. It explicitly says that it's an ability check.
Okay, take flash of this and add a +4 to that roll. That's the thing I can do.
So that's a 17 on the dice, +4, 21, plus my spellcasting modifier. I think that's like... yeah, that's like 27. 28, sorry.
28. Yeah, sure, you shut him down. Sathram cannot cast Time Stop. And he recoils in horror as you do this. Up to the top of the turn order, it's Palomino's turn.
Mhm. Well, so Palomino is gonna do the 2 crossbow bolts again. And that's 16 plus 8 and a 14 plus 8. 24 and 22. Nice. Both of those hit, right?
Both of those hit, yeah.
19 damage.
And that's with the crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
They just thud into him, and Sathram looks down at his chest and looks up at you in disbelief. And then he just sort of collapses backwards, falling down into the well of the beam. And for a moment, he's lifted up, slowly turning upside down on his arc. And then as the light fades from his eyes, he just sort of plummets downwards into the well and disappears.
Hell yeah, Palomino.
Okay, but was it a bad or a good thing he fell in there?
No, I'm just remembering the that animated shorts of Palpatine falling down. I shall use the force to heal my little body. Something.
See, it's okay, because Sathram Vight, he fell down that well, but, you know, the other half of him is going to get replaced by a robot. His brother, with a much, cooler, scary name, is going to show up next time.
He was a cut in half, though.
Shut up! Let me make my Darth Maul joke!
It is I, Vengeance Vice.
Vengeance Vight, yeah.
His name is Sathram Vight, and I don't know that any of you have got it right, despite me putting it on every single, announcement tweet.
We're not going to give him the satisfaction.
Well,
Right,
he's dead
I'm
now,
sure
so...
Soul of Vice is a very scary man.
Anyway, now you're just in a quiet, empty room with a beam of light and a big closet.
I smashed the blue jars.
Sure, yeah, that'd do it. The spirits within are released.
Culva, the ghosts, the giants are all still fighting outside. I don't think this is over yet. Do we think we need the body?
I mean, be my guest.
I'm just hearing the noises of it falling down the chute.
Well, let's figure it out, I guess. Let's try outside first and see.
Yeah, look, we're not getting...
Wow, Citro, what was that?
Just a video, I'm sorry.
Did it explode?
No!
I kind of hate I kind of hate doing this because rather than if we were just playing D&D ourselves on Monday night, we would just ignore weird noises coming from Citro's microphone, but now
I'm
we're
sorry.
broadcasting, I have to
My
dog did not explode.
Here's an anecdote while we gently drag Citro. I remember one time, I forget what we were playing, it was D&D or something, it was a long time ago. And if anybody out there knows of the game Love Live,
Oh yeah, but
everything
like
was
that's
just
just even
everything was just like dead quiet. And Citra went, I'm just gonna check something. And then the opening like song of like the Love Live app like opened up, and it's like this like chorus of like little anime girls singing, and I just like it just sent me to another plane of existence. I was like, amazing.
So I'm just looking at these. I kind of feel like Citro and Maxi never used their signature spells. No, I don't remember seeing.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing either of those being used. But there we go. You can pause the replay video and have a look at those if you wanted to see. I'm not going to put them up again. But yeah, so what now?
Well, let's go tell her that we've like Sathram Vight is dead and has the beam just like stopped.
No, the beam is a natural. Okay.
Oh, the beam. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Sathram did not do that. The beam is just here. That was why he needed to get here in order to use the beam.
It's supposed to be here. It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, the beam is a piece of public infrastructure that Sathram was appropriating.
Okay.
Let's just go find Culver. It's fine.
Let's go find Culver. Yeah.
Book is
I guess just so Palomino can use a signature spell. If you guys want now.
Yes, I want to know what it is.
You can climb on his back.
Oh boy.
Because he has a device he wants to try out.
Hey, yeah, I have a fucking question. And that question is, why the hell did Palomino not cast Magefire Wings at the time when we were having a full-on 10-minute argument about how exactly he was going to get up a cliff?
Like, I didn't want to use my signature spell on a fucking cliff.
I guess.
I wanted it to be cool.
Well,
I might need it later.
It's definitely cool now.
Dusham very excitedly jumps on Palomino's back, like, just...
Okay.
Palomino...
This is kind of underwhelming because it only lasts 60 seconds.
Cassie is just like, this is probably gonna be better than my way of flying because it's kind of gross and carrion birdie.
Well, vultures are an important part of any ecosystem, Cassidy. You know, they're carrion feeders, and they actually eliminate like a lot of like bacteria and disease and stuff in the environment. They're unfairly maligned against, and actually, you know, we should be preserving them. Anyway,
this is the guy that wanted to take a horse on his back. Dear viewers, this is the guy that wanted to.
We don't have actual vultures in Colorado. We just have vampires.
Exactly, important parts of the environment.
They
Get
are
out!
not.
Get out! Get out!
Okay. Cassie will climb on Palomino's back.
I think.
And for 60 seconds, he will fly.
Sure. I think. I was going to say, actually, is this actually a spell, or are we going to flavor it like an artificer ability that you have, like, fucking rocket shoes?
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
an artificer ability. He's been working on this. I guess for flavor, he's going to use the mana thing to power it more.
It's like the Mark II Iron Man armor. He steps into something and just like
yeah, no, it's
takes off like.
It's the descendant of the surfboard. It's version 2.
It got cut in half and now
Mark II.
And
so
now it's.
Are you just leaving Solitude and Eating Yin behind?
No, they climb on too.
No, yeah.
I'm a big boy.
Give me an athletics check for having 4 people on your back.
Of course I will.
Hang on, Yi Ching Yin can just turn into a little fox.
Alright, give me an athletics check with a lower DC for having... Yeah, alright, give me an athletics check with a lower DC for having 3 real-ass people and 1 fox on your back.
Joke's on you, I have an 18 strength.
I forgot your rip.
He's a swole boy.
he'd have to be to support his own internal anatomy.
I mean, to be honest, like, if we're gonna just get into the, now that we're in the post game, if we're gonna get into traditions here, horses just be like that.
So Palomino is less like tiny wimpy, like tiny nerd boy, and more like I am Soviet engineering.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's this big ass wrench, and he's just like, haha, I make go fast.
Mhm.
He's Joe Magarak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like elite, but
He's the heavy and the medic at the same time. That's why he has 4 legs.
yeah. So that's 17.
Sure. They're on your back, and I guess you just take off and begin zooming away.
Does the song from Neverending like story play when he's on the dragon's back?
I don't know.
I'm a horse, not a goat.
Do we fly through and like we go back to Tarkia and like scare all of Duchamp's bullies that he had growing up?
No,
so they never mess with him ever again.
No, you 100% hear like the opening of like the Iron Man. He's like do 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 do, and he's like
yeah,
flows through. Back in black by AC/DC blasting in the background for no reason.
Man, I think I like artificers, but I really might multiclass into wizards for Cammy.
Don't say that now, because the audience have no idea what that means. I guess like at some point we'll start talking about it on the podcast when it starts happening. But in the meantime, I guess I was going to say that these are more like rocket shoes, but I feel like they've got to have runners at least, because there needs to be something for Sunset to stand on underneath you.
I think it's like you know those things that you put. It's like a saddle.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just clipped under you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's why it swings, not.
So I guess you rocket on out then, on your wings, just like flapping on out.
Please keep your limbs inside the vehicle
at all times.
It doesn't take very long because you remember the way out, and eventually you get to the front where you see the ghosts and the giants fighting, and you see Bone Hunter doing all sorts of like weird. What class even is Bone Hunter? Because I didn't actually bother to import all this from like the original campaign. It doesn't mention. I think he's a like a Circle of Spores druid or something like that. But it never really came up. So he's doing lots of weird things that you don't really recognize, and Zazarus is just sort of jumping about, just sort of doing all sorts of Legolas bullshit, and Culver is like, Culver actually has like 2 what does she have? What thing did I give her? I gave her a signature spell, and it makes like, I say 2. I don't think she has 2. I think she has 1. Yeah, she has a shield guardian. That's it. She has like this big ass robot just like walking around attempting to protect her from the giants and the ghosts. And she turns and looks and says, "You're alive."
Zathram's not.
Great. Let's get out of here then.
Alrighty. I guess we'll planeswalk.
Okay. As an enormous axe comes down on Culver, she just disappears. And similarly, Bone Hunter and Zazarus just blink out of existence. I think Bone Hunter leaves behind like some sort of miasma, whereas Zazarus is just sort of like blink and you miss him.
As usual, Cassidy vanishes, and you're just like, it's just gone.
They all seemingly like planeswalked. They planeswalked for 0, so they just went somewhere else randomly to like escape from being killed. Do you guys want to like concentrate on planeswalking?
Sure. If we're not in danger of being killed.
You might be now, but you're not like actively in danger within like the next 6 seconds. So you could probably go for at least 10%.
Sure.
So how long do you wanna wait, each of you, before you go off?
I'll wait 10. I'll wait. I'll do a 6-second one.
All right. Roll D100 then.
That is a 71.
Okay. So you appear on Zendikar again, with those diamond-shaped rocks hanging in the sky. The ones that you saw when you first planeswalked.
Son of a bitch!
What about the rest of you?
Take my time.
Hey, Palomino, is your home still around?
Ravnica.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see it?
Well, I haven't been there myself since I first planeswalked, so...
Aren't, like, giants coming to kill you?
Yeah, giants are 100% coming to kill you.
Hey! Let us have this moment. I think Duchamp says that to the giants as well. Like, let us have this moment.
Roll persuade.
Nat 20.
They like put down their swords and they're like, yeah, all right.
Thank you.
But get out, leave the way all the
We're
others
going.
left. Go.
We're going. Duchamp's gonna go to Ravnica and take the full time.
I'm concentrating on planeswalking.
Okay. Well, thankfully, all the rest of you can like concentrate on planeswalking because Dujon has got the giants to stop attacking you, and so now they're just beating up on the ghosts.
Dujon's proudest moment.
The charisma that oozes off that boy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about boys oozing.
No, tell me more.
Voice of in the sky, why are you making this weird?
Unsubscribe.
Oh no,
Thanks
there's
for
only one of
subscribing to
us
Boy
now.
Facts.
Nobody wants to hear about oozing boys. It's no good.
No?
Anyway, yes, so I guess you all like planeswalk to Muzema then, unless some of you are going elsewhere.
Cassidy's going to eventually get to Uzma.
I'm going to Ravnica. I want to see.
Why?
Come on, come on.
No, I don't want to go.
Oh, okay. I'll go back to Muzema. Man.
Sure. And you all appear in Culver's office, where Culver is.
Please not right now.
Culver is actually not paying attention to you because she has 3 of her hands are like pulling up like the hem of her skirt, and the 4th is looking intently at a blood stain that has stained into it. And she just goes, "Oh."
White vinegar and apple cider. That'll get that out.
Says, yeah, but then the dye will run, and I'm gonna have to re-dye it, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, all of you. I'm sorry about Sathram.
Why?
I should have seen what was coming. It wasn't. I mean, I didn't think he'd have a plan like that, or that he'd come back and steal from the archive. But like, I knew what he was like. I knew what he might do, and I didn't do anything. I wanted to see the best in him. I've been tricked like that before, and it happened again. But I just try and engage in good faith with people now. Sometimes that means you make mistakes.
Well, don't go beat yourself up about it. I mean, you're
sounds
only
like that's a mistake that's worth keep repeating.
you gave a horrible, murderous vampire man a chance. You gave an undead thief a chance. You gave Dujum a chance.
She said, "Yes, I don't know necessarily that one is really a point for it being a good mistake to make." And she sort of grins in Dujum's direction.
Hey now.
Yes, that's me. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I got you a present. He takes the book out from last episode.
Which book? Remind me of the book.
It's the one on the history of Innistrad, I think.
Oh yes, the one that Vigramos wrote.
Yeah.
And she takes it and she just sort of massages it with one of her eye hands, and then like leans the hand back to look at the title. She says, "Oh,
I stole it."
I suppose we're never getting our history of Dominaria back. What happened to Sathram's body?
It fell?
Yeah, I don't know.
It fell?
Yeah, he's at the bottom.
To the mana well.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, he and the book will have been torn apart by the richness of the mana down there, so... Well, we're never getting that back. But Dominaria is still around. You saved it, so perhaps I'll be able to get another copy. I could go and visit an old friend, actually. Go and speak to her in person. That's the best thing about becoming a planeswalker, was that I had a whole load of otherworldly pen pals who I could finally go and visit. It was quite a surprise for them. Anyway, I suppose we'll take this and Libby can go and file it for us.
Oh yes, our wonderful
robot friend.
Mm-hmm.
Our wonderful robot
Settling
friend.
in very well, you'll be pleased to discover. They really perked up when I gave them some more control scrolls.
Join us in the sequel when Libby turns out to be evil.
No, Libby is nice.
Leave me now.
I think
Costs are 7, but inevitable.
Miyamari
Betrayal.
Zazarus pokes his head into the office and says, if that's everything, then I'm just going to be going. Yes, thank you, Miyamari. I knew I could depend on you. He nods and then just disappears in a almost as if, I think actually the way that Zazarus disappears is that like you blink and then he's not there anymore.
He's a very busy dude.
Culver sits down on her desk and says, "Well, I suppose that's everything. Thanks for everything that you've done. I thank you, and the archive thanks you." You know, despite everything, to an extent, I understand why he did what he did. It's hard sometimes living in this building, this endless endless sprawling monument to the destruction of peoples. Sometimes it does all just become a numbers game, and I think, well, but if only these people could be sacrificed, then so many more could be saved. But that's not, no matter what Sathram said, that's not a decision that we get to make. And that's why I always resisted him. I presume that he said something of the sort until the end.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, is that what he was talking about?
Multiversal omelets, planar eggs, you know how it is.
Culver just sort of like laughs and like massages her brow with an eye hand at the notion of Sathram's plan to corrupt Dujon failing because Dujon was too stupid.
I mean, he tried to seduce me with his ability, so.
I just picturing Vision being like, wait, I could have been a god.
Dushan wouldn't want that. He meant it when he said he liked his life now.
I think nobody around Dujon wants that either. The notion of Dujon having even more power than he already does would be terrifying.
It's a good job Dusham's good. Could you imagine evil Dusham terrifying?
That's just a chaos god. That's just.
I know.
I've come to convince you, Dojom, to join me and destroy that. Yeah, no problem.
I kind of feel like evil Dujon is like Tybalt. You know? Except like good Tybalt, but even better Tybalt than good Tybalt, because good Tybalt is just sort of like fine.
Dumb Tybalt.
Hey, look, no thoughts, head empty, and that's
No
how.
no thoughts, head empty, only punch.
That's actually best family motto.
God, I
What
wish
is
I
no
was no
thought,
thoughts, head empty.
God, I'm honestly so glad I got to, because the minute we're like, oh, you level up, I'm like, wait, I have a cursed specter. Ooh, I can pull a Sylvanas on this. I'm so happy I got to.
Culver looks at the spectre and says, "Who's that?"
Oh, this tormented soul is Harzog. He will remain this way until I choose to set him free.
She purses her lips and points a hand at you and says, "That's disgusting, Cassidy. Take him somewhere else."
Cassidy just kind of rolls his eyes and just like snaps and like pretends to like snap the specter's neck as it just kind of like vanishes into the afterlife.
But yes, well, you killed Harzog. Does that mean...
Oh, it means a lot of great things for me.
You'll understand if we keep a closer eye on you now, Cassidy.
Honestly, it's kind of funny though. Like, I don't feel that different now. Just
I'm given to understand that you
weightlifting.
won't initially, that it will feel amazing. But you're moving into the second part of your life cycle as a vampire. And it can be
life cycle like he's a fucking alien.
It can be a troublesome transition.
Well, besides, I like to think I have some friends to help me through it this time.
Yeah, you know, if you ever go like super evil and, you know, past the point of like redeemability, just say the word and I'll kill you, no questions asked.
That's the dependability I've come to trust from you, Dejam.
If you're just like, you know, if I just enter a room one day and you're like, Dujon, punch a hole through my skull, absolutely, I'll do it. I understand, no questions asked.
There's a knock at the door, and Culver opens it, and Bone Hunter's standing there. He says, "Right, come on." And he just holds out his hands expectantly.
Who is he doing this to?
To Solitude and to Cassidy.
Okay, yeah, Cassidy Hunterton will hand over the Sword of War and Peace.
It's like, thank
Oh,
you.
absolutely, yeah. I'd intended to
See,
get in his things back.
Cassidy had the opportunity, if he wanted to be a real dick, to like make that his pact weapon and just be able to summon it across
Fucking
planes.
asshole.
But he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Well, mostly because like Cassidy is like he's a cowboy, so he's got to fuck. He's got the cowboy thing going, so he's got to like honor his agreement.
Had he done that, that's such a taco move.
Oh, yeah, like Taco does literally that.
Yeah, he returns the flaming, raging, poisonous sword of doom, but he's already like done that spell in which you crush the emerald and it'll resummon it.
Just screws over Garfield the Deals Warlock.
Yeah, he's not.
I would also.
Yeah, Cassidy is definitely like a chaotic person, but not like, but not in that way. He's just like, he got what he wanted out of it. So he's like, okay, I'm definitely gonna pay this back. We may have an agreement, and I'm not gonna. I keep my promises.
I would like to additionally say to him, I promised you that I owed you, and I'm appreciative of your help. So, with interest, and then I'll give him the Sword of Selves.
He says, "Oh, it's mighty kind of you. You know what else is mighty kind of you, actually? Saving all of our skins. I don't know exactly how I'd fare in a world without the mending. Would have been interesting, but I like the way things are right now, to be honest."
Maybe the real bone.
Yeah, I always figured. I don't know. I know something of paying a bad price for things, but I always figured I don't think millions of lives are worth power.
Well, specifically, one life is.
It wasn't about power, Dejam. Never was.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Dejam.
Power.
It's not about power.
Kill him.
Hell, if I had died the minute I did it, I would have been fine. Point is revenge.
My friend Cassidy here is what you call an agent of karma. Here's luck had it come. And when you punch that hole through Cassidy's head, he'll have it coming.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you have completed the campaign. I guess the question that we ask is, what happens next? Where does everybody go?
So now that Cassidy not only is a planeswalker,
can we leave Cassidy until we've done a couple of others, please? Because I actually have a thing planned for Cassidy.
Okay.
Let's do Dusham first then.
Yeah. Beth, I beg one question of you.
No, you don't get to know what it is. You don't get any say in what I'm doing.
Does he punch the dragon?
The dragon? Ojitai?
Yeah, is he just like, fuck you?
That doesn't sound like a good idea, and also probably not like something that that Dujon would particularly care about.
That's also probably true.
What is it? Because I couldn't hear anything.
Punch the dragon. He wants you to go and punch Ojitai.
No, I think you like cut to like it's like the deck of a ship, and there's like
the pirates.
Yeah, and there's like cutlasses like clashing and stuff like that. And I think you just see like Dujon like surrounded by like brigands basically, and he's just like like deflecting all the blades and stuff like that.
Nice.
Kung Fu Panda music's going in the background.
Yeah.
Kung Fu fighting.
And he's in like a pirate like captain like coat and stuff like that, and he's got like a tricorn on and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
he's just living for it and stuff. Yeah.
Imagine this with me for a brief moment. The timelines twist and change, and Dejam comes across a troll pirate.
No.
It's all coming together.
I don't give you permission.
We can't cross the streams.
That is my campaign setting.
It's true. It's true.
Richard, what does Solitude do post-campaign?
I had an idea. I didn't know what Solitude was going to do until Revived Rogue was reworked, because he can no longer be a Revived Rogue. I think
You're still a dead
the
guy.
Elixir of Immortality has fixed that, actually.
Took a little while to take, maybe, but he's just been knitting
Yeah,
together.
like, Solitude goes back, because he said he'd help Douglas out with his problem when he finished. So he goes back to help him, ends up having a bender with Douglas, has a drunken night, wakes up alive in the morning. Awful hangover, which he has not experienced in the entire time that he's been dead. And then once he's alive again, he has the opportunity to return to his home plane of Corrin, because he no longer has to fear being controlled as an undead.
Mm-hmm.
And so begins the sequel, where Solitude gets together a crew and they run a heist, because now that Solitude knows that the Vigilante are all leeches, he knows they all have phylacteries, and that means there's things to be stolen.
Alright. I mean, I didn't explicitly
I'm actually super down for that. Oh, my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't explicitly make the Vigilante Liches, but that actually makes a whole load of sense as to why they would be the way that they were. Yeah, no, totally. They could have their phylacteries stolen, and there's this whole thing where, like, the more of them you get into your control, the better.
Oh man, I'm actually super down for like Solitude's like, I'm gonna get my old crew back together. It just recruits all of the people in the party again.
What about Palomino?
I think after Duljam suggested it, he's gonna return to Ravnica
Okay.
and try to show off the new wings he got to Zimbram.
Yeah. I mean, Zimbim is just ecstatic to see you again, and really wants to hear about all of your adventures.
Mm-hmm. I think he runs on a few races, but
He what? Sorry?
that turns to... Wait.
It is 1/4 bong.
Oh, yeah.
You
It's
think
big bong time.
You think what? Sorry.
I think he runs a few races.
Oh, right. Yes. Presumably less disastrous at this point. Zimbim is ecstatic to find out that you've pretty much fixed it, and you have these wings now.
Mm.
What about I Ching Yin?
I think I Ching Yin decides to go back to Moja. And she she goes to like a little stall and buys some tangulu. She buys 2 sticks of tangulu. And goes to where she knows someone is performing.
Okay.
And she hangs in the back, just watching her. And then when the crowd's like when the song is over, and people like approach Marja and speak to her and stuff like that, I Ching Yin kind of like walks forward, and their eyes meet, and she just smiles so happily, and holds out one of the sticks of tangulu, and then it's completely ignored as Marja just like runs and embraces her, and they kiss.
Let's not think too much about the mechanics of how that would even work.
Yes.
And finally, I think we see a house in Gavany, on Innistrad. And we zoom into the house, and we see two figures, two humans, walking downstairs inside the house into a cellar. One of them is singing loudly and merrily, and the other is just sort of smiling thinly with his hand on the other's shoulder. We watch them walk down into the cellar, and then beyond the cellar into a great cave network that seems cut into the rock beneath. And then finally we get to a large stone room that is very dark, and the drunken one just sort of peers in, a little confused, and walks further inside. And we see the sober one reach sideways and bring out a trowel and grab a stone. And as we watch, slowly the sober one begins bricking up the entrance to the cave. And when the drunk one finally realizes what it is that's happening, he attempts to rush back and hammer on the wall, but it is too late. He has been walled up inside. He just sort of turns and slumps down, and we finally hear him call mournfully, "Benedict! For the love of the angel, Benedict!" Oh. And we watch as his face turns to a snarl, and he says, I will die here, I know it. But I wish nothing more than to have my revenge. And from out of the great darkness of the cave, I think perhaps we hear a voice.
You hear like the gentle ting of like spurs as out from the darkness walks a new a Cassidy with a new strength in his step. Just, well, now I think I happen to know a thing or two about revenge.
And that's where we will end. So, thank you all for joining us for these 7 episodes of the Game of Bards, Friends of Muzema. Probably not going to do something this long again for a while, and if we do, probably won't be D&D, but this was great fun. I love doing it. Thank you so much to everybody who's watching, which is not a great number of people, but maybe in the future, and to, of course, to Beth, to Citro, to Matt, Maxie, and Richard for giving up their time for this show. I will probably edit together tighter cuts of every episode except episode 2. I don't have a local recording for episode 2, so either it's got to stand together, or if there's anything particularly egregious in it, I will download it and like cut that out and put that up. But there will probably be better cuts where, for instance, we just cut out stuff like rolling for initiative and things like that. That's kind of why I was like not playing the music when we rolled for initiative, so it could be cut out later. I just think it kind of bothers me, and there are a couple of them that kind of need that anyway because they had bad stream quality, so it got like stuff was cut out, which obviously won't be on the local recording. So we'll do that. But the show itself is done, and so there we go. There is what became of our heroes after they defeated Sathram Vight. So yes, this has been a fantastic experience. Although I think I'm probably going to be happy to get back to regular offline games for a bit. There will probably be more Game of Bards. There is a whole load of games that I really want to play a little bit of, and there are some games that Beth's mentioned wanting to play a little bit of. Probably won't have exactly this like collection of people. I'm sure that for some of them we may be able to convince Maxi, but there will be other people who are in our circles of friends and stuff like that. So Stay tuned for that. The new House of Bards is... I mean, I guess I have time to edit it now. It's gonna have my old name on it, because it's from that long ago, so I'll trust you all not to be a shit about that. But going forward, other episodes are... It's me, it's Alexa, and you will have your Alexa jokes going forward. I'm not going to stop that. I have a whole load of them that I didn't get to use on the 6 episodes I've been doing it. Additionally, Beth, do we want to talk about the thing? The other upcoming show that we're doing? Beth, you muted.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. It's not ready. Still cooking. Not yet. Don't want to commit to it just yet.
That's fair enough, actually. Yeah. Okay. There might be a new show, and if there is, you will see the first episode drop as episode 0, where we sort of explain how it goes on. And if you don't see anything come of this, we decided not to do it. But yeah, we have a new thing in the tank. It's a thing we've wanted to do for a while. We're going to try and make it work. But yeah, beyond that, I think that we are done. So yes, thank you for joining us all on the Game of Bards. Remember, in a lot of places, restrictions are being lifted, but that's not, generally speaking, a great idea. If you possibly can, please try and stay indoors, and at the very least, wash your hands, try and sanitize surfaces that you're going to touch frequently. All that sort of stuff. Don't touch your face if you can possibly help it. I know it's real difficult. I really struggle with it. And at least try and stay at least 2 meters away from other people wherever possible. We do care about you, and as I say, there may be more quarantine content in the future. But yeah, we're done. So goodbye, everybody, from me, and bye from the others as well.
Bye.
Bye.